In trade news, Danny Ainge and Brad Lohaus were dealt from Boston to Sacramento for Ed Pinckney and Joe Klein. In other sports news, spring training camp.
Whenever a trade first happens, your initial reaction is a negative. It's not that Boston wants me, it's that Sacramento doesn't want me.
First thing my son said to me is, "See, Dad, I told you were shooting too many three-pointers."
Players refer to it as business, a trade that sends someone 3,000 miles and 23.5 games from the top of the standings. But there are few businesses like pro sports that, free agency notwithstanding, can dictate where a man works.
When a trade goes down, a fan says, "Good, we're better off without him," or "Nuts, he was my favorite player." Players, on the other hand, have their own reactions. Now, when a player gets traded, so does his family. They have feelings too.
I feel like all my friends are sad. I feel like my town is sad, and people call up and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," or things like that. And we say, "Well, we're excited about it. It's going to be good. We're looking at the positive side of this."
It's tough to see that positive side when a week after getting the news, you and a 17-month-old are on 3 airplanes in one day, your flights are delayed, your luggage is lost, and you're alone to ponder the uncertainty of it all.
I can't believe what a difference one phone call makes, to say you're traded. Because all of a sudden we've got to, I've had 100 realtors through my house yesterday showing it. And I've been on the plane all day today, 12 hours. Got, kids at home and school. They miss their dad.
Admitting that wives have the tougher adjustment, all Danny can do is play ball, while Michelle is forced to carry it.
Do you like this one?
Welcome to Sacramento.
Oh, thanks.
Throughout the league, husbands look for an opening in the lane, while wives look for an opening on a lane or a quiet street.
My kids would have that house torn up in about 2 minutes.
From Sacramento to Boston, everyone who's been through it has a trade story.
I was traded at 10:30 in the morning, and my wife had a baby boy, Daniel Christopher, at 10:55. So it wasn't a hectic day, it was a hectic half hour.
We just took the red eye from Sacramento back to Boston. I laid down for a couple hours. I put my phone back on the hook, and the phone rang, and it was my attorney telling me that I was going elsewhere. So, it was quite a shock.
And you had just come back from Sacramento.
Yeah, so that was even more of a shock, because now I had to jump on a plane and come right back.
It was my third time being traded, and that's also a disappointing fact also, that another team doesn't want you. But as the days went on, I looked at all the pluses of being a Celtic, and they certainly overweighed all the minuses.
It happens every year in every sport, and in deals like this, management, by necessity, plays the heavy.
We care whenever possible, but the ball club comes first. And anytime you could improve your situation, improve your ball club, improve your balance, then you have to make that tough decision. But it was a tough decision. It was not an easy thing to do.
I don't want anybody to feel sorry for us. It's part of the professional basketball player's life, and it happens to a lot of players, and we've always known that from the time we've been in it back in baseball days. So we've been involved in 11 years of this, and had to move from minor leagues to major leagues to minor leagues, and we've been very fortunate to be with the same team for 8 years, and hopefully we don't have to do this anymore, but you never know.